all these pieces. Read through this pinned thread on my Twitter. I was serious about it, and the confidence came. That's why I pinned it. I rarely write threads, so we're starting to see that now. $40,754. Bitcoin's climbing 40,000. It's looking good. So we did not, when Bitcoin was 15,500, we did not know how long this was going to take to finally really get going. Came up, found a new base, printed higher lows, and now we're starting to lift off. So it's exciting. Exciting times ahead. Cautious here, but let's watch and wait. And guys, remember this. This is also important. See this weekly stochastic RSI right here? It's pretty flatlined. It's nothing extreme. What it could do is it could come down and do an M shape and then come down. While it's coming down, that would be a healthy correction. Correction shouldn't scare you. We're going to get support on the EMA ribbon. Or if it starts to roll here sooner, that's fine. That would be perfectly healthy, normal. And when that happens, the bears are going to go crazy. It's going to be like, they're going to say 12K. You know, they're going to be really eating it up. So that would just be healthy, normal. Anyways, guys, check out this video. What is up, guys? Norris Digital Assets coming at you with another video. So it's been a while since I've done a video. I am busy. I'm running a business in Austin, Texas, down here in Northwest Austin, a beautiful area. And a lot's changed since my last YouTube video. We are now at 2,101 followers. Thank you to all the followers. Norris Digital Assets, follow me on Twitter. Now let's look at the Bitcoin price, guys. We are at $40,171. Now you have to think how impossible that sounded back down here last November at 15.5 when things were pretty bad there. And guys, I want to talk about this. When we were at 15.5, if you follow me on Twitter, it's a great time to buy, but you need to look at the CBBI moving forward. The CBBI, CBBI.com, just type that in. Anything under like a 5 on this indicator, again, this indicator is taking into account these 11 indicators, and it's taking all the data from these 11, which I like them. They're all pretty good macro indicators, and it slaps it into one number. My point is that when this number is 5, 6, 7 or lower, we saw when we were at November, that's when you buy. When we were in November at 15.5K, the CBBI was like 2 and 3. And I was posting on Twitter talking about, all right, this is ridiculous. That's the bottom. That's got to be about the bottom. 2, 3, you don't see that all the time. That marks the bottom. So keep that in mind moving forward, guys. And then the opposite of that is selling in the 90s. You can scale out in the 70s, scale out into the 80s, and then sell the rest in the 90s. You can do whatever you want to do. Not financial advice, but clearly when this thing goes into the 90s, that's when you're going to want to sell. So let's look at Bitcoin price here. So basically we had the low. We created that higher low, which I was talking about on Twitter, circled that. Another higher low by $100, and then we sprung off of that. This is on the daily, but I want to go to my drawing and put it on the weekly time frame here. So basically what happened was this 200 EMA, we lost it. We finally found the bottom after this 5-wave move down. But since then, climbing back up, the 200 EMA, 200 exponential moving average on the weekly chart, which is a great higher time frame chart. Once we got above 25.5, we reclaimed the line. So basically, we reclaimed the 200, we bounce off it as support, we test it once, test it twice, and we've lifted off ever since then off the second test of the 200 EMA. The 20 and the 55, I always use those because that's the EMA ribbon. We are now at $40,000, $40,230 for Bitcoin. I expect this trend to continue. Are we going to bounce between 38 and 48 for a while? We could. There's a lot of disbelief out there. I'm not buying the disbelief. I think a big factor here, guys, is the fact that we're creeping up on 80% of the 80% of the supply is held, almost nearly 80%, by long-term holders, 1 year plus holders. So a lot of it's getting locked up. I would argue that this could also be a lagging indicator to an extent. Just because that's such a high number, it's still going to take time for the price to rise because you need that volume. You need this to be fueled by spot buying. Leverage buying, of course, that's day to day, and that's Bitcoin's price moving around day to day. But what we want here next is we want a rise in price by spot buying and FOMO buying, whether that's across the board. That's Coinbase, Robinhood, Binance, every exchange you can think of. You want that spot buying to come in and continue to fuel this rally. But clearly we had a 5 move down, EMA ribbon very stretched, climb back up, reclaim all the EMAs, reversal, bullish weekly golden cross here, back test twice, movement up, not even starting to go vertical yet, so nothing's really changed. Expect Bitcoin to reach all-time highs. I don't know when. We can have some 10K candles per month, so if you do a 10K candle, you could be looking at around 50,000, 50,000 Bitcoin around Christmas. January, February could just get, you could continue with 10K candles. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that. But guys, keep this CBBI in mind. I know it sounds really simple, but I think it's something that's just overlooked by a lot of people in crypto. Even if you were to just buy the CBBI, you buy altcoins and you buy Bitcoin when it's under a 7 or an 8 or a 9, and then you sell when it's in the 80s or the 90s, like you are going to make exponential amounts of money. You are going to make tons and tons of money. What else do we want to cover here? I got a lot of coins here, a lot of altcoins off to the side here. There's a lot of new coins in the game that are definitely making their moves. So why did I take this trade on Blur where I did a 50 or 60% today? So when the market is still bullish and a lot of coins have been running, a lot of coins have been pumping lately, you can use the 200 EMA. I have it right here up in the corner, 200 EMA, 1 hour time frame. I bought it about right here. I don't know, you'll have to look at my picture on Twitter, but I think I bought it right around here. We were right above the 200 EMA on the hourly, and then all I did was, and we already had this cascade down on Blur, but I bought right above the 200 EMA here, and then all I did was I left the hourly time frame. I went to the 15-minute, and I believe we were right over here. See the stochastic RSI? I believe it was a W pattern here. Let me move this so you can see it. W pattern here. I believe we were somewhere around here on the EMA. And so the 15 stochastic RSI, 15-minute stochastic was reset very nicely. The hourly was bottomed. You were right on the 200 EMA. This is just for the entry point, the stochastic RSI. And so then I went to the 5-minute after this, go to the 5-minute, and when it was somewhere high, and so all I did was I waited for that stochastic RSA to drop to the bottom, and I bought right there. The 15 was reset stochastic, the 15-minute, the 1 hour, and we were sitting on the 1 hour 200 EMA yellow line there as well. So basically I combined all those things together as an entrance, throw in your money, set a stop loss, 20x leverage long, and it makes some moves. So usually what I'll do is if you do want to do leverage, this is not financial advice. What you'll do is you want all your coins saved here on the watch list. Go to the hourly time frame, and then just start to arrow down. Sorry, the computer's being slow here. You want to start to arrow down just one at a time and look where the price is. Is it on the 100 EMA? Is it around the 100 EMA? Guys, another piece of advice I want to offer you is do not bite on all these narratives that are floating around about how, oh, this coin's going to change the world, and this coin, there's only, this is the second Bitcoin, and there's nothing else like it. This is your only chance, and you only need a tiny bit of this coin to be a millionaire. And guys, follow the charts. Do not worry about all these crazy narratives. It's all bullshit, okay? You need to follow the charts. Right now, coins like CKB and all these older coins, besides like Algorand, there's a couple, Algorand and Solana have been performing well, but a lot of these older coins are behind right now. Let me show you what they need to do. So CKB, for example, and a lot of coins are like this, and I drew this out a while ago. We'll see, this is just a quick little drawing. But basically, you have never reclaimed the weekly EMA ribbon, okay? And this little squiggle here, let me delete that. Basically, you need to get some momentum. Basically, you need to get some momentum so you're doing some 1-2, 1-2 movements, and you finally get that reversal, you get that golden cross, and you actually start to lift off. Things like coins like CKB are just way behind right now, and that is why I've been in coins lately. Some of these new coins like Track's been doing okay. It doubled in price recently. Curve's trying to warm up, but Curve's been kind of in the same boat as CKB. But some of these coins that are becoming more popular lately, they've moved. I got this whole list here. They've moved a lot more. WorldCoin, Blur's been moving, AVAX, Solana. There's a lot of this OMG coin I think is really going to move. So really, I mean, some of these coins are just lagging behind and they'll have their day. But that's why I've been in some other coins lately. Like I said, Blur, Ocean, which I saw Credible Crypto talking about. I got some Ocean, Caspa he was talking about. There's a lot of coins like Caspa, Ocean, Blur, WorldCoin. I was posting about WorldCoin months ago. I was talking about my leverage trading, and WorldCoin has moved up a ton. WLD, it's moved up a ton since that point. And so some of these newer coins or coins that are hot right now, they're moving. They're hot right now. They'll have their day. They'll cool off later. They'll shoot to the sky. They'll cool off. And a lot of these coins like CKB and these other coins will be hot again and they'll be popular topics. They're really not that far away data-wise here from possibly seeing this what I'm drawing up here. It really depends what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin can maintain here, sure. But if Bitcoin starts to retrace, we could definitely see maybe a third bounce, and it's going to take longer and longer and longer. It's hard to say right now, but basically these coins need to get that reversal and reclaim the EMA ribbon and get this golden cross. Coins like Solana and these other coins that have been running, let me look at Solana. When did Solana have its weekly cross? Did it? I don't know. It's okay, it just got it. It performed, it moved up, it's getting its cross, so it performed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row. It's got its cross, maybe creates a base, does another 1-2 movement. Anyways, CKB, Casper, a lot of these other coins, they're just behind, and it is what it is. Sometimes I'll take money out of those coins. I'll throw them into WorldCoin and some of these other coins that have moved, but you know that was weeks ago. So be careful chasing coins as well. But the coins that are lagging behind, that happens. They're going to have their day. Wait it out. Overall, guys, we're looking great. Bitcoin, just in this video, has moved up, what, $300 or $400? It's at 40,000, about 40,600. It almost looks, it could send. You know, I'm cautious here. I don't know what's going to happen, but hey, while we're live, we're hitting high prices that when we were at 15.5, we didn't know, we didn't know when this was going to happen. But take a look here. If we go back to my thread, I rarely write threads. Rarely ever. I've had this pin since January 15th, and I was very confident in this, and that's why I put this out.